Southern men, the thunders mutter, northern flags and south winds flutter. To arms, to arms, to arms, to arms.
Hey everybody, this is Bubba James, and I'm about to tell you everything you will ever need to know about life. Except of course for everything that you can learn from this book here. It's called the Bible. You spell that It's spelled B-I-B-L-E. And now first of all, I want to address some of you people who are stereotyping us down the South. I know you think we ain't listening, we ain't watching TV or listening to the radios and looking at the interwebs, but we are. And you know what? We are not very pleased. I mean, my mama would turn over in her grave if she knew the shit you were talking. Let's clear some things up, alright? I don't want too much poo in the pig trough, so we're gonna set it all straight. First off, I love my country. But you need to understand what I mean by my country, okay? It's all the states that were smart enough to secede from that terrible union. Speaking of the union, I have an uncle in Decatur, Alabama who has a Civil War museum, and he is dead set on the fact that we never lost the war. The war is still going on today. The North are all just a bunch of pussies who don't understand. And as much as you try to cover it up, guys, we're still here, and we're still here. Let me tell you what I've been reading about Judgment Day, and when God comes down and smites all of the evil people, we are going to be safe, and everyone up above us is not. You think all your fancy smancy hotels and all your clean factories and all of your law-abiding citizens are going to be enough to save you? Well, I got some news for you. You got nothing coming. Anyways, back to stereotypes. Now, I understand that everyone thinks that 95% of what we think about is NASCAR and chewing tobacco and wrestling. By the way, I love wrestling. Triple H, he's my boy. But you gotta understand, we look into politics. We actually care about politics. Just because I dropped out of school in 6th grade because I knocked up my cousin doesn't mean a thing. I still read this Bible, and believe me, it is chock full of everything that you need to read up on. Clear on that? Don't make me sick Dale Earnhardt Jr. on your ass. Believe me, he is one speedy son of a gun. Now we got all that out of the way, y'all, I think it's time for us to sell some business. Now my friend Pete was kind enough to let me come to his house to record this because I think his house is nicer, it has better lighting, and there aren't rats fucking chewing at my feet while I'm talking to y'all. Oh yeah, believe me, there's rats the size of, you know, a small car down there. My house is right next to the lake, so there's lots of mosquitoes and lots of alligators or crocodiles or whatever they happen to be down there, you know. Probably crossbreeding to be crocodilators or allidiles, you know. Actually, I don't think any of that happens. I just like rambling sometimes. Back to business, because we've been tied up for money around here in my house. Well, this ain't my house, like I say, this is Pete's house, and he don't need no money. He does pretty good, whatever he does with his time. Damn cat! Look at this. Look at this. It's Pete's cat. I think he calls him Mr. Malkins, and he catches some big ass rats. You should see the rats that come up in here. They are the size of this cat. Well, they're smaller than the cat because the cat attacks you, but you can go away, Mr. Kenny Malkins. Now on to business. We have this perfectly good chair that my granddaddy made when he was in wood shop. And actually, I believe they didn't have what they call wood shop back then. Of course, that's the only good part of school when I was in it. I mean, when I was in 2nd grade and they gave me that hacksaw. Whew. But anyways, I'll sell this chair for well, good $5. We could talk out a bargain. Maybe we can get for a little less, but you need to call me. Call this randomly generated number down here because I'm not dealing with that eBay stuff. And you know that eBay stuff, that is just part of the government. That is what they're doing to get your stuff. They know all your stuff is valuable. Well, they're going to downgrade it on there and make it cheaper so that their people can buy it from you. And then when we ain't got no stuff, they're gonna be in charge, and you are just gonna be sorry up there in the north. Speaking of what the government's doing to get us, I have a theory about this YouTube thing. Now I just got this account, and that's actually kind of fun. But YouTube is created by the government. Yeah, you heard me right. It's by the government because They know that we're getting smart and we're not letting them in on homes as much. So they make this worldwide site that just invites people to put all of this stupid stuff that they do, everything about their homes and their lives, on one entire site. And they are just able to pick, and they are able to see exactly what's going on. This is a form of control that they are using. That's why I'm over at Pete's house right now, because I don't want them seeing nothing in my house. And his house is fancier too. It's actually pretty easy to get over here. I just brought a few things I was going to rock show off to y'all. My proud Confederate flag hanging up behind me, making it all pretty. And then I got my old blue Ford out in front. It's just rearing to go. I mean, it's 15 years old and it still runs perfectly new. Who wouldn't want a Ford? I mean, who couldn't, you know, afford a Ford? I'm sorry, I've been wanting to say that the entire time. I've just been thinking of these corny jokes in my mind. But anyways, now that we're done with all the laughs, we need to get back to the serious stuff. Now, besides the chair, which is by the way for $5, I have this authentic cat scratch post made of real possum fur. Yeah, you can smell that possum. And then last of all, this is my pride and joy. Oh, by the way, that cat scratch post can come with a chair for free, or you can sell me a couple cans of tobacco if you happen to have it with you. Now, last of all, we got a bunch of weights down here. And there are a bunch of sizes on this big hefty crate. But I have no use for them anymore because I'm a hard-working farmer now. My daddy gave me the farm. He died in a tractor accident. So I'm getting enough work out as is, as you can see. But anyway, listen to me. These weights are a piece of shit. And I'm going to give them away for you. I will actually throw in the cat scratch post. I will throw in the chair. I'll even throw in Mr. Kitty Meowkins. Just don't tell Pete. But after that, I just have a few more things to say, and then I will be out of your way. I promise. I would like to end with a Bible verse, if you would please give me the time. Now, I picked this one out, special for y'all in the North, since we were talking about all of your indiscretions and sins and such. But I'd like to read this to you. Yea, saith the Lord, the north shall recede from the landeth, and the south shall inherit it as such, and so forth. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the northern people, I will remember the ways of my family and not stray from the word of the Lord. That comes from book, oh, I lost my page. Sorry. I'll get that verse to you later. But that's pretty much summarizing what it says. Alright, good night everybody. I'm Bubba James, and if you ain't Confederate, then you ain't getting it.